All right, you know what? I was trying to. There we go. I was gonna make this kind of like a silent one, but I'm just gonna talk while I get this thing done that I'm doing. I just wanted to say that you know I believe in spirits, y'all. I do. I believe in spirits, and I believe in the power of spirits. Okay, and I believe that if you come into this world with certain bad spirits already attached to you, I don't believe in retaining them. I don't. And this is something that I've been talking about for quite some time. I have heard people say that if you have negative spirits on you, that you should work with them, but it depends on if those negative spirits are serving you. And your bad spirits are not serving you when you have to be a literal, like, just social leper, odd and strange, and appear to be half crazy. So, for example, I noticed that one of the males that and he's nothing like anybody that I've ever been involved with. I can honestly say that I appreciate every single male in my life prior to him and after him, because all of them were way more decent people, just sweethearts. This person apparently came into this world with some pretty bad karma, apparently, because he was traumatized apparently very early on, and is currently now in his 40s or 50s. He's just going around wishing homelessness on people. It's pathological. I mean, I never did understand it until I kind of started paying attention to it. And I was like, what is wrong with this dude? Why does he do that? And that is because those spirits is on him. So he must be apparently going around trying to feed people to those spirits. That ain't gonna work over here. Can't no man or woman put they bad spirits on me, and I'm just gonna succumb to them. Mm-mm, I'm good. If you have a problem like that, the best appropriate action would be to go to somebody that is experienced at cleansing curses and things off of you. You don't go around the internet looking like a crazy person trying to attack others and basically, I guess, trying to steal their destiny. You create a better one for yourself. It ain't gonna never work, is all I gotta say. And I can bet this, I can bet your bottom dollar for it too. That's the most ignorant thing ever. This person has been consistently doing this, and all I see is this person eventually suffering a lot of misfortune. First of all, you cannot trust spirits like that anyway. If it's like a vagabond spirit or a lion trickster spirit, you can't really trust spirits like that. So for me, what I would rather do, which I ain't never had no homeless spirit on me. I ain't never had no homeless spirit nor no poverty spirit on me. I was born into privilege. And when I say privilege, I don't mean millions. But the people around me had jobs. Nobody had to do insurance scams. Nobody had to run out and break a leg. Nobody had to do those types of things. My grandmother was always successful. My mother was always successful. My father was always successful. In fact, when my father passed away, he was still working. He was still working as a car salesman. So, I didn't come from, vagabond, bad spirits. And I'm not trying to down anybody that did, because you can always change your life for the better. But doing it that way ain't gonna work. Hey, can you get him? Yeah, we just don't do stuff like that. But I can promise you this, ain't no man gonna ever in his life cause nothing to happen to me because he's upset because he can't control me. That ain't gonna happen. Because first of all, you beneath me anyway because you desperate. You in desperate need, apparently need to take your Disperdol because you sitting around mad at me thinking that you understand anything about life and you don't. You ain't gonna never have no good luck with that. It's gonna always fall. It's gonna always blow up in your face. It is. It's gonna always when you dealing with me, because I'm too pure. I'm too pure for that. I don't deserve that. Neither does my children. Nobody deserves that. You're not just gonna come into my life and put your bad stuff off on me. It's not gonna happen. Especially when it could have been when it was a better way of doing it. If you'd have worked with me, you'd have did better. But now you want to work against me. You want to try to do some stuff against me, and that ain't gonna work. All right, hold on a minute. Let me see here. Let's see. Now you know what? I'm gonna tell y'all something. I have one client, and she's my sister, right? Hey, Stefan, happy Monday. I have one client, and she's my sister. I love her very much. She will always be my sister, always. Okay. She's got some kind of thing going on, and it's bad. It's bad. It is. It's bad. That her parents did to her, which was really sad. She's so honest about it too, for some reason. To the point where, they just decided to, I don't know what they did. And, at the end of the day, the people that did that to her are gonna suffer. They don't have no power over here. She came to the right place. Okay. Straight up and down. People that do stuff like that, you don't realize that you're dealing with Mother Earth. You're dealing with Mother Earth. Okay. And just because you may have some women around you that get down like that, those women are powerless. Those women are weak. Those women that agree with you attacking women in that way and doing things like that, those are weak women with no power. They're powerless. That's a fact. What more do I need to say about the situation? Do I need to continuously repeat this over and over again? It's some people that just they really don't know. Hold on a minute. You know what I mean? And people need to quit playing with people's lives like that. We all know that you can go and look in the Bible and find death spirits, vagabond spirits, all of that stuff. You throw one of them spirits at me and you gonna have some problems. That's all I know. Cause I done got sick of it. I done got real, real sick of it. I am the type of person where I am used to being very stable. I don't know what that is. And then also another thing that I was telling y'all is that some of these people, they don't deserve the life that they have. They don't deserve the things that they have. They don't even appreciate it. And then it seemed like to me, it's some people on here that's trying to put people in the situation that they are supposed to be in. See, I'm much more intelligent than that. I would never do some stuff like that, which is why I always have grace. I always have grace. Okay. All right, let me get this going here, y'all. I gotta go because it's a bunch of fuck shit going on right now. I'm gonna tell y'all straight up and down, it's a bunch of fuck shit going on right now. And people are gonna find out and they will learn the hard way. Okay? That's just all it is to it. And, we ain't gonna never live in a world where a man can write out in front of everybody. Like basically we're gonna use that man as an example. Basically is what we're gonna do. Oh, you try that? Oh, okay. Oh, you want to try to control somebody? Oh, okay. You want to try to hurt innocent people because you can't get your way. Bet that, bet that, bet. Watch how that blows up in your face. Watch how you learn the lesson. Not after you die, before you die. Okay? Hold on a minute. Let me see something real quick. I gotta go, y'all. All right, my bad, y'all. My bad. I'm sitting over here working on a gree bag, y'all, so I gotta go. Okay, I warn people about that kind of stuff, though. I warn people about it. You don't play around with people's lives like that. You stupid. Any man that does that and sitting up there, you keep talking all this crap. You keep, no, hun, no. We're not going to ever live in a world where a male can sit out in the public in front of everybody and say, I want to control you like Jabba the Hutt. Like we on Jabba the Hutt's planet or something. I want to control you like I'm Jabba the Hutt and you Princess Leia. And if you don't do what I say, I'm gonna make you homeless and I'm gonna kill you and I'm gonna kill your kids and I'm gonna kill your whole family if you don't do what I tell you to do. You know what's gonna happen to that person? There, people like that are just gonna, like I said, they're going to die consistently and lose consistently. It'll be very consistent. It'll be very consistent and very uniform, and in that order is what's gonna happen. Nobody has the right to that kind of tyranny. And God ain't gonna give you that right. The Bible ain't gonna give you that right. Ain't nobody gonna give you that goddamn right. Okay? So that's why people always stick to me. Okay? That's all I know. And then plus it's a shame, nobody should ever have to come to social media and expect to be in some kind of dumb, stupid spiritual battle with somebody over some stuff that has nothing to do with them. I don't have anything to do with that. It's like I said, it has always been meant for me to be very successful in this life, for me to help others, for me to be a healer, not a wounded healer, for me to be a healer, for me to live at the lake. That's always been my destiny. And if anybody tries to change that, and then I ain't got to sacrifice none of my loved ones to do it. So what's really good with this situation? Mm-mm. Ain't nobody gonna be left behind in my clan. I don't have to live by those rules. And can't nobody make me. You know? We're not barbaric. We know how to behave like civilized human beings. Okay? Okay. And anybody that attacks somebody's child, like, people need to learn how to keep people's children uninvolved with stuff. People need to stop doing that, because the moment you start doing that, then that puts your children at risk. I've always been that type of person, and what is the fighting for anyway? Especially when it's some unnecessary shit. Go out in the world and get what you get. Why do you always have to feel like it's tit for tat? Like, I've never understood people like that. They struggling in their mind. That don't even make no sense. People will learn. You don't have to take what somebody else has, especially when somebody knows that they have it and they're fighting for it. So basically, a lot of y'all have been fighting for your right to your own self. Like, and what? Like, really? Like, mm-mm. So, people gonna learn. I ain't even playing with people. So it's like I told y'all, everything gonna be all right. Let me get off of here. I just wanted to say that real quick, because the people that's doing that kind of stuff, they always live on YouTube, because you know why they glued to YouTube? Because it's a codependency thing. We don't have to be live on YouTube 24 hours per day. And when we are on YouTube, we're talking about something useful, and we're actually contributing something good to this society. They on YouTube all the time repeating the same thing over and over again, because they already know that they lost. Okay? Period. I'll see y'all later though. Y'all have a good evening. All right. Bye bye.